All right. Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, let's get into this great read. I have two reads today, so I'm gonna space it out. Oh shit, let me put my ring on, child. Oops. Well, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, 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 collective. Thank you so much for being here on this live feed. It is truly appreciated. You are truly appreciated. Thank you for all of the immense support that you have been giving to me continuously, daily. That is also appreciated. Thank you for all the tips, the shares, the donations, to support everything. All right. So before we get into this read, Wisdom Beyond Wounds. Wisdom Beyond Wounds is readily available for purchase on Amazon.com. Okay. All you gotta do is just type in the title, Wisdom Beyond Wounds, and you will see it pop up on Amazon. I need to promote all of my stuff. Okay. Shit. I also have Ink and Emotions, a poetry journal. This is my other publication as well. I have other publications besides these two, but they're both on Amazon.com. Again, all you have to do is just type in one or the other, or just type in my name in Amazon and you will see it pop up. Okay. Ink and Emotions is a journal surrounding poetry, so it helps you to reflect a lot. And it helps you to get into your mind to see things from a different perspective surrounding the poems that are in there. There are many different types of mental health exercises, a reflection space surrounding what you have read of the poetry, and all of these great things. All right. So thank you so much for your immense support. Let's get into this read. All right. So, channel message here is you disarmed, they're crazy. Look at you, collective. Yeah, you disarmed, they're crazy. So, when it comes to mentally unwell individuals, specifically the ones that tend to use their unwellness to hurt or harm people, they think that they are like a Superman or a Superwoman. They think that they are 100% invincible. They think that no one can beat them. And they just feel like that they're the most powerful, we'll say, being in regards to who crossed paths with them. And of course that's not the case, because you were able to successfully disarm their crazy. And you being able to do that, it put them in a space or in a position surrounding where they feel dismantled. They feel like that they can't power up this crazy anymore because you were able to see past it. So they built their power solely based on your reactions, your confusion, your need to make it make sense. In order for them to continue to stay highlighted in your life, or more so within your mind, because yet again, this is a mental game that they play with you guys, or play with us, if that makes sense. They need for you to try to make it make sense, or more so uh utilize all of your time, your effort, and your energy, just more so focusing on them, to give them the energy to stay in that chaotic space. You didn't just stop reacting, you became unavailable to be studied, carried, or controlled. Now, if a person is not in a space where they can read something, they won't receive information, or they won't receive data. You are, and other people, just people in general, are actually seen as data. The more a person speaks, or the more they exhibit their behavioral skills or behavioral patterns, the more another person can actually study that person. But if you're not there in the vicinity surrounding this person's crazy, then you become number one, unavailable, and also unreadable. Okay, so it sends their crazy into a deeper crazy, if that makes sense. So what looked like chaos was never power, it was dependence on you, and you cut the supply. So because you cut the supply, they're going to dredge up or rev up the small amount of chaos that they do have left, and they're going to push it or pull it full throttle to prove to you that they can beat you with their chaotic energy. So you became unreadable, and that disrupted their entire control system. Their crazy was not random. It's never random. It was very calculated chaos that was designed to study your reactions and then adjust accordingly. So once you stopped providing predictable emotional responses to them, they lost their ability to map you or to case you out. If that makes sense. You didn't just disengage, you remove yourself as data. So, as I mentioned to you guys before, everything is data that surround us: people, places, things, animals. Everything is a form of data, and the narcissist tried to utilize your emotions as a form of data to try to trigger you in such a way, however it resonates. Without insight into you or intel surrounding you, their strategies collapsed before they could even form. You refused to carry the distortion they needed you to believe. Their behavior depended on you internalizing their version of reality. Let me repeat that. You refuse to carry the distortion they needed you to believe. Remember, belief is a system, right? They wanted you to be in their system to believe what they were doing was the truth, or more so, validate. Their behavior, which is chaotic, which is crazy, dependent on you internalizing their version of reality, or their perception, how you see them, of reality. Because again, reality is the truth. So if you perceive it in such way, well, then they're going to feel that you could just confirmed and also validate that what they're doing makes sense, or it's the truth, if that makes sense. So confusion, self-doubt, over explaining, all of it was meant to make you hold their instability as your responsibility. So they come up to you, they connect with you, they show out, they go crazy, they go insane, and then they're going to hold that insanity over your head because you're validating it. And by you validating it, you're going to be emotional. Why are you acting like that? You need to stop acting like that. You need, and that's what they want. It's like trying to power up a tornado with your energy or your emotional energy. And if you don't have the energy or the capacity to lend out, or to just give your energy freely or your emotions freely to this forming chaotic tornado, it's not going to form. So, um, when you stopped absorbing it, their crazy had nowhere to land. What you call outsmarting is actually rejection of a psychological placement. You declined the role they assigned to you. And without your participation, the entire structure failed. They wanted to assign a role to you. The role that they assigned to you was you are supposed to supply them with emotional energy. That was the role in order for them to stay powered up in their crazy. But you disarmed their crazy. And because you did, now they're stuck spinning in thin air. They're just spinning, and they're getting more upset and more upset. Oh, I can't believe you, and you ain't talking to me. So now they're triggered by their own crazy, and now they're going to combust. Does that make sense? So let's dive deeper. My Oracle deck's supposed to be coming soon. I got two new Oracle decks. It was coming from Europe, so it should be here hopefully by Friday. I'm excited because it's two new psychological decks. I'm like, yes. So let's get into this read, okay? I know I actually wanted to start here today. All right, let's see. All right. You outsmarted, they're crazy. Or what's the title? You disarmed, they're crazy. You disarmed, they're crazy. So we have a party here. You were the highlight of their chaos. You were the highlight of their party. Their party is very chaotic. They needed for you to remain the center of attention to keep them in a space of chaos. But since you left the party, since you pulled the plug from the party, since you remove yourself from being the center of attention of this person's chaotic party, it won't work anymore. So we have English here. You could speak English. You can live in an English speaking country, like England. It can also be the West Indies as well too, because some countries in the West Indies, um, parent English countries. So take it how it resonates. Okay, someone could be an English teacher, or they're being schooled by you because you are the teacher. You've disarmed their crazy. Someone could be going to school to become an English teacher. Someone has bad feet or what do you call it? Like corns or bunions on their feet. Or someone may wear a lot of tight shoes. This could be maybe when you were growing up, you may have had to wear, shoes that didn't fit you well. Or this could be a person that specifically like wear high heels, but they may wear it a smaller size for whatever reason. But someone is having issues with their foot or their feet surrounding like bunions or like corns, and it hurt a lot, but something with high heels. Okay. All right. What else? They tried to tag team you with other people that also wanted to take control or have access, unlimited access to your energy. But because they can't, the heat is rising. Things are getting too hot for them to handle. The kitchen is too hot for them to cook in, but yet they're the one that created the fire in the kitchen in the first place. They're expecting you, or we're anticipating for you to extinguish the fire that they have created surrounding the chaos or the mental instability that they carry within. They are fully aware that they're mentally unwell. I need to make that very clear, specifically this individual here. Oh, baby, they are very aware that they're mentally unwell, which is why they're trying to use that as a form of a crutch to continue to do this foolishness. Some odd reason, they think or may have seen or thought of you as some form of a pet, someone that they can command or control. Lay down and stay down and stop barking and stop da da da, whatever, whatever, whatever. It's like they felt like you were they objectified you as a form of a pet, that didn't really have too much control of itself or autonomy of self. So they treated you as such, like a pet. Tell me about this party. Despair. Yes, they're in despair. Thank you. When you left the party, they ran and told people that you left their party. The party is chaos. The party is they're crazy. They told people you left them. You disregarded them. You dispersed of them. You put them in the trash. And they had to let other people know that you are at fault for why you left them behind. So it brought out more of their crazy to other people. People at first didn't know that this person was unwell because they played it really well. They played it so well when they had close proximity to you that no one could see it, which is why they needed to get close to you so that way they can feel or seen or be seen as normal. You are normal, of course. From our point of view, from our perspective, we are considered normal. We are healthy minded, healthy sound. We're not out here doing foolish, crazy, outlandish things to others and ourselves. We're normalized, if that makes sense. They don't know how to become normalized without being in close proximity to someone that is healthy in your mind. If that makes sense, this is why they wanted to get close to you. So they weren't anticipating or expecting for you to pull away or disconnect from them. And the moment that you did, they didn't know what to do. So the only thing they knew how to do was to act their size or act their whatever, their personality, which is unwell. And that's what we are seeing here. You left the party. The party was boring. It was no kind of, it wasn't a dance that you would dance in. This is metaphorically speaking. It wasn't a dance that you would actually dance in or you would enjoy yourself. I'm pretty sure we all have been to some form of a party in some form of fashion before. And when the party is super boring, you just leave like, I mean, this thing a dub. Let me get up out of here. That's what you did. So this person decided to encase you or circle you surrounding other people who thought that you were actually unwell. But again, because you left this party and you let this person to kind of fend for themselves or figure out how they're going to refix this party here, people are seeing that this person is truly unwell, more so in English form. Hopefully that makes sense. Like it makes sense if you're able to put it all together. So this person speaks in tantrum form. They speak in, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to use it. They speak in hieroglyphics. It it's very cryptic. Cryptic. They speak very cryptic. But when they get mad, you see everything. So they only speak cryptic when they are around people that make them feel normal or normalized. But when you disrupt their unwellness, they speak clear or they speak plain, which is crazy, literally and figuratively. This is how people are seeing them in this way. Yeah. The community. Hey, hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Someone could be 39 years old. Bad health is here. Yeah. So it's like they caught themselves in their crazy. And it's like, oops. Oh, shit. Did I do that? Yes, that's what they did. They inadvertently, advertently placed themselves in the center of attention or in the center of the party or in a space where they weren't ready to number one, explain. Number two, they weren't ready to entertain. And then number three, they weren't ready for, we'll say, the backlash of things. They weren't ready for the center of attention, even though they love the center of attention. Their center of attention is people doting on them and loving on them and just, making them feel good about themselves because, yet again, they can't do it for themselves. So, because they place themselves in this, spotlight, since they place themselves in the middle of it all, they don't know how to handle in regards to what they showed themselves to the community, which is bad health. The bad health is their mental space. That's what they shown to others. And they don't know how to fix it. Checkmate. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Baby. Uh, they don't know how to fix it. Ah, trying to hide their crazy from you, but end up showing their crazy not only in front of you, in front of everyone else. This is why you disarmed it. Hopefully that makes sense. You disarmed their crazy in regards to, again, they were trying to act normalized. They were trying to act like nothing was wrong with them. But the crazy was always in the back, chilling and ready to set off at any point in time. So something that you did or something that you didn't say, you hit the emergency button or you tap it or you just pulled away from it and you were able to allow them to be in this space to perform their insanity. Yeah. By you pulling away, you allow them to perform their insanity and they can't come back from that. This is what they weren't anticipating. Again, they weren't anticipating to be in the spotlight of things or in the middle of everything, just not in that way, more so negatively. They were expecting you to be there, which is why, thank you, which is why their crazy was being shown. Fools. It could be a main male. Take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates. You could be a teacher's pet, or maybe you were the teacher's pet when you were growing up, or this person may consider themselves as a teacher's pet, where they're willing to do anything and willing to again get into the center of attention. All attention is not good attention, of course. This person didn't care what type of attention that they receive as long as they can and should receive it. And they received everything that they were looking for. Checkmate. I mean, what's the issue? So now a main male here is swallowing because they cannot take anything from you. A main male could be a brother figure, an uncle, an ex spouse, ex lover, a friend, a best friend, a coworker, whoever, however, child's father, however it resonates. Okay, they can't take anything from you, and it's becoming a huge message of concern because they can't take back their crazy. It was unleashed. It was disarmed. Disarmed could be looked in many different ways, of course. You could disarm someone in regards to literally stripping them of the normalization of them acting normal, and then you see the crazy come out. That's one way. Another way that you can look at it surrounding disarming is that shit, I forgot my train of thought. It'll come back. I'll just stick with that till if it comes back. You disarm the normalization of them acting normal or pretending to be normal. And when you remove that from them, everyone saw the crazy. And they're trying to scatter to not only retract or to backtrack or to backpedal into trying to act or perform as being someone that is actually normal and they're not. That's why it's a big message of concern. Again, they spoke in cryptic. They spoke very like unknown things. They spoke in secret. So they were very secretive in the way that they spoke to you. But despite them speaking in a secretive way, that's where all the gold was anyways. That's where all the gems were being held surrounding the secrecy that they spoke towards you and other people. This is why you were successfully able to receive the pertinent and the important information or the data surrounding them emotionally. Two can play that game, right? With no rules to it. I mean, hey, the coffin is here. This could be a lover. So if you are a male that's watching me on a higher frequency of things, you could have been dealing with a woman or a man, however it resonates, okay? Or if you're a woman, you were dealing with a man, take it how it resonates, okay? This lover is mad that you won't be a lover to them anymore. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you my crazy. I'm gonna show you. I'm like, okay, show us. If they say they're gonna show you they're crazy, let them show you they're crazy. Okay, show us. They always fall right into the trap that they don't think in regards to the trap that they created for themselves. Let people fall into their traps, boo. If you're crazy, okay, cool, whatever. Go ahead, show us, please. Go ahead. Show us the crazy. Oh, look at you. Oh, okay. Dang. Look at you twirling and shit. It's like a 2, 3, 4 year old talking about some mommy, daddy, come watch me jump off the couch and watch me jump over this crack. It's some simple shit like that is what they give. If that makes sense, because they think that if they show you they're crazy, it's supposed to put you in a space where you're supposed to like be afraid. And hear me out with that. Again, people only exhibit those type of characteristics or characters or personalities surrounding what they are is because they are afraid that you caught them. Anger is a form of fear. It is. When they can't express themselves in a way, when they can't get their point across in a certain way, they're going to exhibit anger. And that anger that they do exhibit is supposed to place you in fear. But what happens if it doesn't? This is what they weren't anticipating. This is how you disarm them. And because you disarm them and they can't reboot to do it again, they feel stuck here in your mind. Huh. Not only privately, publicly too. And this is the type of person that loves to keep up with the Joneses. They like to show or perform a certain act. And because they blew the act, they blew the performance, this is what you're seeing now, a mental breakdown. What y'all had for breakfast? Did y'all eat yet? I ain't eat yet. I will when I get off of here. But yeah. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you make me show my crazy? I mean, hey, they're the one that wanted to keep pushing the buttons. They're the one that wanted to keep performing for us, but they can give us a goddamn show. The real star of the show is Still Crazy, which they showed us. Checkmate. We have unofficial person in reverse. Now they are officially being seen as the unofficial person, and they don't like it. Make it make sense. Make sense out of nonsense. They're disturbed that they put on the biggest show that they could, which was to exhibit their insanity. And now they are officially being seen as the unofficial person. No, wait, no, no, wait, no, no, no. Because all they keep doing is talking about you and they keep raising up this insanity that they kept pushing down or kept suppressing down. You ain't even giving it any attention. You ain't entertaining this thing or this it here. You just letting it do what it needs to do. Is twirling in the wind like a empty bag of Cheetos or chips or some shit. It's like litter in the wind. That's how I look at narcissistic individuals who have plunder in their mental space or mental state. They're an empty bag of Dorito chips just flying in the air, flying in the wind. And you look like, oh, here go another piece of litter right there. That's how I feel. I feel like they just take up space in places where they should not be taking up space. I feel like that they're truly litter to this earth. I truly do. Strongly do. And then they get mad at you when you toss them, you recycle them, or you just put them in the trash. What's the issue? So because you became mute or quiet or silent, they have to prove to you that they're going to show you they're crazy. Okay, show us. And they did. Now they're in despair. You pulled away and you step back and you watching. They're in despair because the community is like, wow, really? All this time you said the collective was such and such. Oh, now we understand why. So now the community is fully understanding who's the truth versus who's not the truth. They're officially the unofficial person. Checkmate. I mean, hey, they did it on their own. They sure did. They performed it. They had a point to prove. Okay, prove it. And they did. Pond is in reverse. It's no longer at the bottom. A pond isn't really that deep, it's shallow. But because it's in reverse, it has risen to the top. Someone may live near a pond. Maybe you fish in near a pond. Someone's name is DuPont. The dark is in reverse. They're so afraid of your light. So afraid of your light. It's blinding to them. They're not able to perform properly if they're in the light. It's like you going outside of the apex of the day, 1 o'clock. That's like the high, the highlight of the sun when you really feel the sun. And it's like them trying to look into the gate, trying to gaze or look into the sun's eyes. This is you. You are the sun. And they can't handle that. They get so irritated surrounding the light that you carry. The dark is here, but it's in reverse. You successfully pull this person out of their darkness into the light. Oh my God, wait, wait, no. Oh my, this is too bright. What are you doing to me? I mean, wouldn't that create some kind of crazy? They're trying to scatter or they trying to move quickly back into the darkness. But what happens if there's no darkness and it's just pure light? Which again, I don't understand why they keep trying to affect you or trying to play with you when they know that you carry the light. You can walk in your light and your darkness. Again, darkness is not always bad. It's not. For them in this instance, from this point of view, yes, it is. But darkness is not always bad. They thought it was, they assumed it was, so that's why they act in that manner. Remember, they have a one track mind, one gear within that little mind, a little cog, COG, within their mind. And that little cog that was holding on for dear life has completely broken off. So now their mind is stuck, stagnant, in a standstill, and they don't know how to move. Okay, what they got to do with you? What they got to do with you? Now they feel stuck or suspended in life. Well, by the light, not darkness. Some people get stuck in the light when the light's too bright. Oh, shoot. You ever go outside? Let's say you now coming out your house and your house was pretty dark and you're going outside, you have your shades and all that stuff, right? And you go outside in the middle of the day or the apex of the day. And if you don't have any sunglasses on, the sun may actually hurt your eyes. You be like, oh, let me fix. You know what I mean? You're going to try to fix yourself to make sure you protect your eyes. They can't protect this brightness of you, or they can't protect themselves from this brightness of you. You're too bright. Literally, figuratively, metaphorically, spiritually speaking. You're too bright. All they ever came up against people was with darkness or dullness of their darkness, which is why they felt so comfortable living in their darkness. There was no light around them, which is why other people were able to co-sign successfully surrounding the darkness that they were exhibiting. There was no light around them. So they came around you trying to tamper with you, and you show, okay, shit, well, let me, here's your light. You're like, okay, here you go. Oh, wait, that's too bright. And I'm speaking about the truth. You show them something that they can't stand. The light of your truth. Is what it is. So now they're wallowing in pity because there's no more fantasy. The fantasy was the dark. It was a thought process that they operated from. No one will see me in my darkness. No one will know what I'm doing towards the collective. That's not true. Clearly, it's not the case. Why are they flipping around like a tumbleweed in the middle of New Mexico streets? Huh? Why are they rolling in the wind like a piece of a Snickers bar? The rapper? Why are they rolling and twirling in the wind as such? Somebody make it make sense. Because they ain't making this make sense. They can't handle the light being shown on their subconscious. Man, that's where all the shadows lay. And you're piercing and penetrating their subconscious with your light. Yes, that's going to cause someone to mentally break down if they're not prepared or ready for the light or the truth. They always in their head, in the darker parts, or in the subconscious parts. You saw their deepest, darkest secret. Damn, I can't speak today. Excuse me. You saw their deepest, darkest secrets without touching them. Damn, collective. You were able to identify all of their nasty doings and evil doings within their dark space that they keep claiming and saying that no one would see, but then trying to prove a point to you that they're going to show you the darkest parts of them. They don't make sense. I'm going to show you, but then proceed to show us. Okay, show us. Oh, wow, that's cool. Wow. Oh, wow. Tell us more. Give us more. Let us see more, Carmi. Why? They're collective and they proceed to show you more. Let them. Let them. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh man. Oh my God. What is that vision? I mean, I can't, but you got eye, and then we have vision. Somebody went to a Babalao as well, surrounding you. They may have a family that's traditionally into like spiritual work, African work, Celtic work, Celtic, Celtic. There's some strong hoodoo energy here, and it's also strong Google energy as well too. So whatever information they may have received from, say, a priest, high priest is whatever, however, um, they listened and they did what they told them to do surrounding you, it backfired on the worker. Then they proceed to go to Google and they tried to figure out what they can utilize on Google, and that also backfired as well. So yeah, they're not doing well. This is why the I and vision and also identity came up in the way that it came up. I'm gonna show you. We got healing in reverse, and we got justice upright. Hey boo, hey y'all. Healing in reverse and justice upright. This is justified. This is just. This is their just desserts, but it's just the beginning of their just desserts. Mm, mm, mm. Baby. Mm, mm, mm. Humanity is seeing them exactly how they need to see them. Yeah. Heidi, Heidi, hi, Heidi, Heidi, ho. You saw their promiscuous way. You may have said something surrounding their being very promiscuous. They are seething in anger because people know that they're a gardening tool. People also know that they're spreading an incurable STD as well. Baby. Ooh, Lord. And people are pressing charges surrounding this. A foul fronter, meaning the fronts of them are very foul. Imagine a foul fronter trying to prove a point to you that they are indeed a foul fronter. I'm going to show you. Okay. And then proceed to secret stash in regards to money. They may have had some form of a secret stash. It's no longer there anymore. They're broke. They don't have any money to their name. They're a deadbeat. 100%. Have a lot of unpaid bills, just unpaid things in life. I mean, hey, they use their life to pay for certain things in life: sex, money, paraphernalia, attention, company, unwanted attention. They literally paid with their life, which is crazy. Your life is priceless, but they put a price on their life. And they have a bill that they have to pay, and they can't pay it with their life. So if they can't pay back into what they took from themselves or their life, is like they tried to borrow from themselves. They didn't borrow anything from themselves. They literally took from themselves. They thought they were utilizing themselves as a form of credit to get access to certain things. But when you borrow from something or someone, you have to pay that back. Or if not, if you don't pay it back, there's some consequences surrounding the borrowing that you did initially, right? They borrowed or they took from themselves. And they literally and figuratively speaking, metaphorically too, they can't put themselves back together. All because they wanted to show us who they were. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Health ailments, mental ailments, physical ailments, emotional ailments, financial ailments. It's ailments all over themselves. That's their testimony. That's the truth. I can't see my way. I don't have any money. I this. I that. No one wants to help me. Why would somebody want to help a ragamuffin riffraff in this nature? Why? For what reason? Why would you want to help someone like this? Ill. They're the one that put themselves in this predicament. They're the one that had to prove a point to you. Let them prove it. Let the player play. Stop fighting to be player one. Sit back a little bit. Go ahead, you can play. Don't fight for player one. Be player two. You understand. The ones with no plan always quickly run ahead first or go first because they don't want you to secure the spot. They don't want you to see the plan. Many different reasons, of course, as to why they want to go first. Just allow them to be. Go first. Okay. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Baby. They were first swimming because they thought they were swimming with the big dogs. Now they have released into a bigger, we'll say, area, a river or an ocean. They can't handle the bigger sharks in those waters. The bigger sharks in those waters are their emotional triggers, their mental triggers, their physical triggers, hell, spiritual triggers too. Take it how it resonates. They were at one point in time in a small pond that they could control, but they had to prove a point to you. So I'm like, all right, so you opened up the gates and you allowed them to flow out into the bigger ocean or oceanic space. And when they saw and realized that there were bigger players in this ocean, meaning you, because you were always the bigger player, you were always bigger than this person, you always were. So you allowed them to come into your arena and you devoured them. Checkmate. They did not have the skills or the skill sets to stay afloat. That's why it says sink or swim. Now, had they sat and stayed in their little pond and would have been comfortable swimming in their little pond, they would not be sinking in the ocean that where you actually are. That makes sense. It's like a small little fish bowl. And in order for you to allow the fish to grow, you have to remove the fish from the small fish bowl to a bigger bowl or a bigger setting or a bigger place, etc., etc. Well, they wanted to play with the big players play. Let's play. And they did. Now they can't pay for the lessons that they missed. You gave them the lessons of life. They weren't paying attention. You were giving them gems every day or every time you connected with them. You were giving them gems freely at that. I don't want to learn this. This is stupid. I don't want to learn that. Okay, no problem. So when it came time for the test of life, they sank. So what's the issue? What's the issue? I can't swim here. I don't, this is too deep. The depths is too deep. What, isn't that what they wanted? They wanted to sound all deep and all, intelligent and such. Okay, we'll put them in the space to let's see what you got. Let's see your performance. They can't handle it. So now they're being blackballed. Martyr complex. Oh, baby, they love martyring themselves, child. Oh, yes, they do. Baby, they love to martyr themselves. Just to prove a point. And what was the point that they proved, class? Can anyone tell me here? The divine collective you, can anyone tell me? What was the lesson that they learned? Or what was the point that they proved? That they did not have the capabilities or the capacity to swim with you. They got swallowed whole. They put themselves in a chaotic position and they don't have the emotional bandwidth to get themselves out of it. They don't know how to stay calm in the midst of a disaster. You do. That's why you can swim in the ocean. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Figuratively speaking, of course. You've scoured, you've discovered, and also researched the area that you were in before you set out to swim into bigger waters. Your emotional intelligence, your mental intelligence, physically as well, spiritually, financially, psychologically. So you can swim with the big dogs. You know what you need to do if at any point in time something goes awry. They can't. Just let people be. Just let them be. Mhm. And say end credits. Oh my god. Destitute. Destitute in life. That's crazy. Deep poverty that may push someone to act out of sheer survival. Poverty mindset. They can't swim in your waters. Little dog can't swim in the bigger pond or the bigger ocean surrounding the bigger dogs. A small pond consists of little fishes that won't really do anything. They're just swimming and doing their own thing. But the moment that you release a small fish into an ocean, you got sharks, you got whales, you got other bigger octopus, you got all these different bigger creatures that would devour you. And that's what happened. Avoidance. All they can do is avoid you. They're trying to get themselves together or put back together, but the way that they're trying to put themselves back together is with solely or purely chaos. But they don't even realize that their own chaos is the reason why they're falling apart in the first place. Make it make sense, man. Just let me. I'm gonna have me a good breakfast. Y'all excuse me, I'm a little hot. These carpets be cracking me up, child. All right. Baby. What else, spirit? Uh, so now, yeah, they're very desensitized. And once they were your frenemies, now they won't be your friend. Hell nah. Once you become an enemy of mine, that's it. You're going to stay right there and you will sink. If at any point in time that we were ever friends or connected on a good term and something happened, when they decide to flip on the negative side of things, baby, no, stay your ass on the frenemy side. You don't get to flip and switch sides. This is not a light. It's not a light switch. I'm not dealing with anybody that's incapable of dealing with their emotions or their mental space or mental state. Keep your ass right over there. So they're desensitized, gradual emotional numbing or spiritual disconnect, survival mode. You're in thriving. You're thriving. You're not in survival mode. And you better not ever put yourself back there either. Limiting feelings or connection. Well, that's on them. Frenemies to friends. That's funny as hell, child. Oh, hey, collective, do you remember me? Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. See, they trying to business as usual. They don't get they foul front the fuck out of here with that match, child. Get out of here. Business as usual. Hell nah. Keep your skippies over there, heifer. yo, dirty Skippy's over there. Someone that turned from friends to frenemy and then frenemy to friends, and then going to try to come back to you as business as usual, that's also a mental illness too. So you're just going to come back in my life and we're not going to talk about what you did? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything to you. Get nah, hell nah. That's mental illness too. That makes sense. Stay away from the Daffy Ducks, okay? Shit. Thank you. Hey, boo. Stay away from the Daffy Ducks, okay? So now they feel jilted. Who cares? Baby. Sucks to be them. That's the shocking message. They're in legal matters that they cannot control. They are emotionally exhausted. And these are all legal matters from things that they have done before, but they actually got away with it. But because of how everything is like pushing down on them now, they're confused. They thought that they got away with the thank you. They thought they got away with what they have done from the past. Nope. Old cases being brought up. Old energies are being dredged up, and they're in a slew of a lot of court cases that is just they're not going to be able to handle it mentally. They can't handle it. They don't have the funds for a lawyer. They probably don't even have the funds to get to court. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. No one is willing to help them because they gamble with their life. Why the hell would you put your life as collateral on the line? Don't do that bullshit, collective. Please don't. Don't you ever do no shit like that. Excuse my Spanish, okay? Don't you ever put your life on the line as no goddamn collateral. Hell nah. And it's not the first time they have done this. They do it all the time. Well, let me just use myself real quick. Let me just put, hell nah, don't do that shit. Don't do that. So now they're in the space where they can't express their emotions because they can't get their life back. Oh, well, should never put on the line in the first place. They went fishing for something that they could not handle. And they were the bait. So they baited themselves into a situation that they became engulfed in. They got ate or eaten by a bigger fish. Now they got to play by the bigger fish rules. You guys, you are the bigger fish. You are the biggest fish in all of this. Could be a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. They could be a Capricorn. Pisces. You could be a Pisces. They could be a Pisces. Somebody's broken mentally, broken psychologically, broken what's the word? Physically, financially, emotionally, psychologically. I said that. You could have been married to this person, however resonates, or just been a common law connection. Could be a Leo. Take it how it resonates. They ain't doing too good. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's why they feel stuck and burnt out. This is why they feel so stuck and burnt out. Hold on, let me verify on TikTok. Well, they better go back to them people that they did the spell work on or try to get people to do spell work on and either ask them back for their money or figure out something else. All right, let me pick a couple letters because I'm here. Yeah, I need names. I need names. Hold on. Okay. I actually stopped doing letters because I saw other people doing letters. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, why y'all doing that? Why y'all can't find your own judge? But it's okay. It's all right. So I'm gonna bring back letters. Okay, so let's see what's here. All right, let's see. What letters do we have? We have letter Y, Yesenia, Ypsilanti, Walter, Walrus, Washington State, Wimbledon. Somebody loves tennis, or you're welcome. Well, that's dumb. Somebody could be from Wyoming. Someone's name is Cheyenne. Could be from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Someone's name is Wesley, Wendy, Wednesday. We have R, Raymond, Robert, Wrangler. We have the letter J, Justice, Janine, Jeanette, Janice, Jafar. We have the letter A, Antoinette, Anthony. We have the letter I, K, T. Someone's name could be KT, TK. Let me see if there's any words made out of this. JIT, JIT. I believe that's like a Florida thing. Y'all help me out. I think Florida people say JIT. They feel jilted by you. Someone's name is Jill, Jabari, Jakari, Jakri. Jakari is here. Rico, they're going down for a Rico. Baby. Rockaway is here. Far Rockaway could be New York. We have V, WQ, and then TX. It could be from Texas, or they cannot exit what they have created. Sucks to be down. So those are the letters that came out. They could be someone's first, middle, or last initial. Take it how it resonates for you. Okay, let me see what signs are here. Where's my die? We have Virgo. You could be Virgo. They could be a Virgo. We have Libra. You could be a Libra. They could be a Libra. We have Taurus. You could be. They could be. We have Sag. You could be. They could be. Did mention Capricorn. I'll also mention Leo and also Pisces. We have Gemini. You could be. They could be. Cancer. Taurus. Capricorn. And Scorpio. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to yeah, go out there and freaking thrive, y'all. And stop surviving. Stop having nobodies or stop having nobodies tell you that you cannot become something or someone. You're already there. You're the someone that's going to be something. That is the truth. Stop allowing nobodies tell you that you can't become anything. A nobody is clearly a nobody. You're already someone. Show up as such. That makes sense. Go out there and be freaking great because you owe that to yourself. Yes, big dog status. Yeah, you got some flowers. Okay, go out there and be great. Go out there and be great. Come catch the flowers. Go out there and be great. All right. So, love you guys. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Love to you guys. Take care. Thank y'all. See y'all later. Mwah. Love to you guys. Take care.